Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Houston's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes.
He's going to let it go. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
But even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying the run, it's Sanford. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Martin back to pass. On target.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. To the 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. Already 2 for 2 on this drive. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll fire. He got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. The Cougars are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
He's got his man. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. It's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They keep attacking through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
They're working that left side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. This drive was rolling and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Caught in the backfield. It's Yates. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Arizona State, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The Cougars get enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
And that is a first down.
Martin will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
For the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The hand to the running back. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Cougars will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The give to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Martin back to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
catch in the middle. It's York.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. On the run, it's Need. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to...
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Nevada. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll pull it on the read. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Martin will throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cougars. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Houston.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. The open runway ahead. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make a jump. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
It is good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Brown has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the left side of that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team, and they block it.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. We saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Give to the back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It is perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Sanford. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He's got it again. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.